Ever wondered how you'd enjoy your morning coffee, cereal, or that perfect slice of pizza in a world without refrigerators? Picture this. It's the Middle Ages, and the fresh milk you got this morning will spoil by evening. For medieval people, this wasn't a hypothetical problem. It was a daily battle for survival and flavor. So, how did they conquer the challenge of dairy? Without modern refrigeration, fresh milk was a ticking time bomb of bacteria. It was a fleeting luxury, incredibly perishable. Because of this, it was often reserved as a special treat or medicine for the very young, the elderly, or the sick. For the average person, drinking fresh milk was a rare event. Instead, they would consume byproducts like watery whey left over from cheesemaking or buttermilk, the tart liquid remaining after churning butter. The undisputed champion of medieval dairy preservation was cheese. This ingenious transformation turned perishable milk into a durable, protein-packed food source that could feed a family through the long winter. The process was a craft. Milk was gently heated and curdled, separating into solid curds and liquid whey. These curds were then salted, pressed to expel moisture, and aged. For a peasant working the fields, a wedge of hard, skim milk cheese and a loaf of bread was a common, hearty meal. For the wealthy, softer, richer cheeses graced banquet tables, a sign of status and a culinary delight that could last for months. Just as important was butter. After hours of churning cream, this golden fat was a valuable source of calories and flavor. But what about the common myths? You might have heard that all medieval people were lactose intolerant. That's not quite true. While many adults struggled with fresh milk, the fermentation process for cheese and yogurt broke down much of the lactose, making them easier to digest. Another myth, that dairy was just for the poor. In reality, while peasants relied on simple, hard cheeses, the nobility savored rich, creamy varieties and considered fresh butter a delicacy, proving dairy was a staple across all social classes. But cow's milk wasn't the only option. In fact, it was often too valuable. The elite often turned to almond milk as a sophisticated and dairy-free alternative for cooking. And for many common folk, the milk of goats and sheep was far more accessible and just as useful for making cheese and butter. So next time you grab a carton of milk from the fridge, remember the incredible ingenuity of medieval people. They didn't just survive without our modern conveniences. They thrived, creating culinary traditions we still savor today.